Your steadily becoming faithless host today is Kite Rayagara, here to play a game in which I invade Haiti as a thieving raccoon. Right, let's just get on with it already. All we're doing today is journeying into a grave undertaking. Now, we could sneak around this border, but there's a better way to do this, in my opinion. Let's make use of our brand new decoy. Okay, that worked pretty well. We don't get that many chances to use it, and I would say that worked pretty well. Nearly every moment in the game can be surpassed by sneaking around. However, if you have the decoy, it's a lot easier, as you can just skip the sneaking. Oh, looks like we've got ghosts now.
Why, you'd better be on your guard here. My paranormal scanners show this place is really haunted.
Another interesting thing is you might remember this music as being the music from the prologue stage. They decided to reuse it here. Episode 3 makes use of plenty of the music, usually reusing it from either earlier stages or just using the hub theme for levels. I'm not entirely sure why. Just feels kinda lazy. I guess after a while you can't really come up with much in the way of voodoo Haitian music. It's kind of a forgotten genre, you know? In the meantime, we're still getting plenty of use out of that water safety move. It's a godsend by this point, so I intend to take full advantage of it. Now, if you haven't guessed already, the gimmick of this level is that there are ghosts. Plenty and plenty of ghosts. And they're all being generated by tombstones. Tombstones that take one hit to kill, and that was extremely lucky. In the meantime, let's get down here and fight 3 tombstones at once. Luckily, they spawn infinitely, as far as the tombstones being still around, but they only spawn a certain amount at a time. So once they hit that amount, they don't spawn anymore unless you kill some of the ghosts. So at least the game doesn't give you much of a hard time in that area. A new spin on an old friend. We've got moving lasers now, wherein we have to creep across a spinning cylinder of some sort that has the lasers on them. I've resorted to describing exactly what I'm seeing. Anyway, I am a resident of the city of Pittsburgh. What does this have to do with this LP? Well, let me explain it to you. As a member of the city of Pittsburgh, I am required to know knowledge of everything zombie. And I'd say that ghosts are pretty zombie-like, you know? And this entire area is pretty zombie-like, you know? Especially these buggers. So, the basic idea of the common zombie is that they are reanimated dead bodies that have a desire to cannibalize, aka they eat humans. However, for whatever reason, most zombies do not eat each other, they tend to eat living humans. I guess they can tell the difference between a living human and the dead ones around them. However, the zombies that we tend to deal with here, due to the voodoo nature of them, voodoo zombies tend to be living humans that are actually brainwashed. In this sense, they are zombies, but only mentally. Think of them more like I said, brainwashed. In other words, any zombies we find here are most likely to be brainwashed living beings as opposed to dead ones that have been resurrected. However, unfortunately, due to the rather odd nature of Ms. Ruby herself being an African-American crocodile lady who summons zombies, she has somehow decided to combine the two into voodoo dead creatures. She has managed to mix the genres, which, while not having been let's just say that something like this has been done before, but it's not generally done really all that effectively, because once you're dealing with voodoo, you're kind of limited in your locale. You're kind of based out in the swamps, you know? And so, zombies can only pop out of the marsh so many times before you begin to wonder, where did it all go wrong? In the end, I guess what I'm trying to say is that George Romero is a pretty good director, and that I kind of like my zombie heritage of living in Pittsburgh. But unfortunately, Land of the Dead was not filmed in Pittsburgh. And even though it was shown here before it was let loose upon the masses of the United States of America and other places, it just doesn't feel right to have a Blank of the Dead movie not set in Pittsburgh. Not filmed in Pittsburgh, rather, as that movie was set in Pittsburgh. Still wasn't that great, though. And neither was the game based on it. Road to Fiddler's Green, which I hear has amazing multiplayer, but that's probably been replaced by Left 4 Dead now. So, in the end, let's just stop this rambling while I'm ahead and open safe.
To enter the vault code. Okay, this is kind of a guess, but try 128.
128. Where did he pull that number from? Where did they pull any of these numbers from? I'm repeating myself.
These are the blueprints to this Ruby's production facility. I'll pipe this information into your binocucom. Use it to find breakables and clues nearby.
We've seen this move before. Why would it not surprise you? Let's just continue on. Grab the treasure key, make our way back to the Dread Swamp Center. Whatever it's called. The marsh. The silly marsh. And then we'll only have one more level in this section before we can unlock that weird gate that we saw. And continue on into the level. Into the hub. Into the Haitian swamps. This is Kite Ray Agara. Whatever. Bye.